Hello. Oh, music's actually not bad. Hi. Hey there. Getting it started here. My, now. Don't mess with me. This was dying as I was getting things going, so I had to refill it. So it's very excited. Gypsy's here at my side. Welcome, welcome. Who do we have? Deborah, Jeanette, John. Hello, loves. Happy full moon. Got fire, fire, fire. Woohoo! I'm going to light this one back here. Oh my goodness. It's like it's so strong it can't light a candle. I'm going to spray some of my amazing plant medicine lotions that we got from Four Visions Market. Coupon code 11 magical 11 for 10% off of your order on Four Visions Market. Hello, Jan, Deborah, Jeanette. You guys, happy full moon. This is a good one. Not that there's any bad ones. That sounded bad. I don't mean it like that. I mean, this one is, I was in the bath earlier, hence the hair. If I don't do this when it's drying, it'll steal the show. Let's just put it that way. I was in the bath just a bit ago, thinking about the energies of this full moon and going, wow. These energies are so amazing for nurturing ourselves, loving ourselves, paying attention to ourselves, connecting with Gaia and nature and the divine feminine, balancing the divine feminine with the divine masculine. It's all about balance with Libra, and this is a Libra full moon. I love Libra. My second birthday, my spirit birthday, if you will, is Libra, and I really resonate with that, especially for that birthday for me. So happy full moon. I'm so glad you're here with me. I'm going to make sure we're here on YouTube as well for those who may be on YouTube. So give me 1 second for those of you here with me on Fireside. We're going to hear my voice here in just a second as it feeds back once I get in here. It's taking a sweet second to load. Goodness gracious. Just thinking. I'm serious right now. I don't want to get into a thought and just get it scrambled. There we go. Dang, that took a hot minute, didn't it? Hi, YouTube! I'm here with you. For those of you on YouTube, you can chat with me here. I will be checking in. I'm gonna close a window or two. Maybe we've got some RAM issues. Stand by, people. Sorry about that. And I'm also playing music. So, okay, back to the show. So anyhow, really awesome energies with everything going on. We're in Aries season, the start of the astrological new year. A real serious new beginning kind of time right now. We're really truly on the cusp of everything. And it's very spring energy, just coming up to the surface and blossoming and new and all that good stuff. People saying hello, happy full moon. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so those are definitely big part of the energies, and Gaia coming in big time, Mother Nature, connecting with nature, being in nature, connecting and working with the elements to clear ourselves, to connect, to help us meditate, whether it's fire or water or or air, getting fresh air, opening up all the windows in your house, going outside, obviously, but opening up all the windows in your house, really bringing in fresh air. Full moon time and new moon time, both staging and doing Palo Santo if you don't on a regular basis already. Those are great days to do that, just to keep energies clear in and around you, in your space. And for those of us who are doing the Soul Quest program, this is our first week. Our maps just came out yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Today's Wednesday, so yesterday. Time is feeling very strange. And for those of us that are doing that, of course, you're guided to, go at your own pace. There's just suggestions for how to work with yourself through that. But this full moon, I was just thinking when I was in the bath earlier, how amazing that our soul quest is just lining up, the beginning of the soul quest, just lining up so beautifully with this full moon. Truly, it's the best energies going on right now. Venus is a big major player with all of these love feelings and self-love and nurturing ourselves and all that stuff. She's in her home sign of Taurus, and together with Aries and Aries and Libra, there's all of this really good stuff. Jupiter has a big play in the scene right now as well. A lot of light coming in, a lot of encodements coming in. The veil is very thin. For anything that's going to help us see things clearly for what's going to be good for us. It may be a little painful. It may be, whatever those things can be when it's not exactly the fun stuff, but it's going to be good for us in the long run. Things coming to the surface. And again, if you're in the Soul Quest program, it's really these energies are super helpful. If you're not in the Soul Quest program, consider it. Go to archangelslove.com, go to programs, or at the very front of the homepage, you'll see it. You can start at any time. I was channeled all of that, the program and the maps and everything. And we just started it. So it's all about getting us soul connected, bringing up for us, letting us see things of ourselves, asking ourselves and answering questions that are really important. But even if you're not in that, do your own thing. But know at this time, the energies that are in play are to help us with that kind of thing. So if you're not officially doing the Soul Quest with me and with us, then do your own thing. But you can do it with us. It'd be really nice to have support. But you could still do your own thing, whatever that it is. Whatever that it is, just know that this is a really, really great time and opportunity for us to take advantage of these energies that are coming through, to really feel into ourselves, to connect with our souls, to reconnect with our guides and our guardians. There was a lot of talk about guardian angels in the last week. And if you missed any of that in my daily shows, please go back and check them out. But it's just to take care of self, to really consider what's good for you. And another thing that came up for those of us who are all about like planning and what am I doing, and let's, we're moving on, let's move on to the next thing, or let's make some decision, whatever that it is. A lot of us are very purpose driven. We're busybodies. We need to be constantly creating, doing things, ideas coming in, especially if you're really divinely connected. It can be overwhelming at times, that's for sure. And I was reminded today in the bath, of course, that that this isn't really the time for that, especially if you're in the Soul Quest program. But either way, whatever it is, truly, if you're in the energies and in the timelines of spiritually awakening and wanting to fully embody in this lifetime is best to your ability, and to connect with your soul and to fully maximize your power and your abilities and all that stuff. First off, congratulations and welcome. That's what we do here. So it's all about that here. And that this is a time to not be, planning so much, or even marketing and really even doing a whole lot of creating. For me to say that, that's a really big deal. It really is. At least creating in a way that's like going to be really, kind of anything meant to be anything, like to just kind of get lost in stuff, is one thing. But I mean, like being in a creative mode when it comes to any type of output, anything that needs to be refined, marketed, shit like that. That's what I'm specifically talking about. It's not really the time for that, because that requires our brain to be going outward more than inward. Our whole body, it's like the whole flow is a different flow than what's coming in and for us right now. It's about loving ourselves and being in alignment and having this real balance within ourselves, knowing ourselves, loving ourselves, prioritizing ourselves, getting intimate with ourselves on different levels, connecting with our higher selves, with our souls, with our guides and guardians. And I was reminded today, when I was like, okay, I started getting into busy brain mode and because I can't help it. I really can't. Hi, that's Little Bear. And yeah, I was reminded, it's like, no, we're not going to be doing this now. We are going to be taking a break from that sort of thing. And especially as we get going here with the Soul Quest program, but we'll see how things go as it moves on. But it's only 9 weeks. It's not 9 months. Like we could cool our jets with being productive. Yes, it's different than what we're used to. Yes, it's not what we had planned. True. But get with the program kind of thing, where there isn't anything other than that that's more important. Because once we do all this, then all the other stuff is gonna slip right in. We're gonna have these answers that we have, questions to with it, which is, what are we doing with ourselves? What are we focusing on? Where should we invest our time, our energy, our money? All that stuff. So to get even clearer, this is the time for that. This is definitely the time for that. Again, if you're doing that in the Soul Quest program, perfect. It's just mapped out for you. It's just all you got to do is do it. You don't have to think, it's just going to take you on the journey step by step by step perfectly. If you're not, then go your own route. But know that this time, these next couple of months is really, really prime time for this business. Really, really lovely. Hopefully you guys can feel that. Feel that energy coming through. Feel all that like, wow, this is just like so perfect. Like the timing, the energy and everything is just like so perfect with all of this coming in right now. And if you're connected with that, you're going to feel it. It's just going to feel like almost like putting on a warm blanket. You're just like, oh, I feel so warm and cozy. It's like, yes, this is exactly, it's like that China energy where it's like, I'm not supposed to be paying attention to anything else or consuming anything, or it's just this like cozy inner me, just kind of energy. It's really, really beautiful, truly beautiful. It's a lot of love energy, a shit ton of love energy. A lot of unconditional love, a lot of energy coming in from Mother, Father, God, the divine masculine and feminine coming in. So we may be seeing themes of mother or father in different ways for ourselves right now. The archetypes of mother, father coming in pretty strongly at this point. And will be, just heads up, people, heads up on that. I told you. You'll remember when I say this, you're going to be like, damn, Infiniti said something about this. Yes, I did. I know it for for a fact. And that is because we need to see it from that kind of from the seed, from the inner seed all the way out and back again, this loop of the circle of life kind of thing. So wherever we happen to be on that, and there's a lot of different access points in that loop, where they're gonna be highlighted, especially if there's wisdom there, there's knowledge there, there's healing to be done there, there's clearing there, there's connecting there. There's so many different things that can happen right now that's going to boost our life force in different ways. It's going to help us further get clear and further connect to our souls and everything else. So it's very, very intense energy. It's orgasmic kind of energy even. It's very passionate love, family, unity, togetherness type of energy. We can feel that within ourselves, for ourselves, and the collective, and our brothers and sisters on both sides of the veil. We could feel it for our loved ones that we have in our family. We could feel it for just all of humanity. But it's definitely there. Like, woo, it's warm in here with all the love, I gotta say. And for those of us who who are single, this is really a good time to, and whether you're looking or not looking or just neutral about it, this is just a really good time to check yourself and where you're at with uniting with others or another, and how your life is either set up to receive that sort of thing or to repel that sort of thing, regardless of what you tell yourself. So just take some inventory there. I'm just saying, generally speaking, because the energy that's right now is kind of like, the dinner bell's been called for those that are ready for that type of love energy, passion, sex, hardcore, excited hormones, and all the magic that comes with all of that. It's a whole other kind of road that we can merge with. Hi. And just do some little bit of inventory there with where you're at with that. Sean on the YouTube says, hey Sean, long time no see. Happy Full moon. Happy full moon, stranger. Wow, haven't seen you in forever. It's like a quarterly thing with you, Sean. Got high fives from Jeanette, giving me the high fives. So, and if you're with somebody, if you are in a committed relationship or whatever you got going on, if you're not a single person, then do inventory about that. And maybe some deep thinking into your heart space and your bodies about how you feel about your relationship and how intimate it is, how close it is, how affectionate it is, how open it is, how fun it is, how sexual it is. Do some inventory there. Recommit to your relationship. Where have you been? Rate yourself, give yourself a little rating on where you are with your relationship. Step it up. Step it up. How can you be more romantic? How can you show your love? This is a great time to tap in with Venus, tap in with Gaia, get inspired by nature, inspired by love, inspired by romance, to show your special someone how you feel about them, to get to a new level of vulnerability. You got to work it. And this is really a good time for that. So that's if you're with somebody, or, use this time to recalibrate, inventory on really what is really, really good for you. Is this relationship really, really good for you? Is it really, really good for you? See what comes about that. You already know, Lynn. And if you could step it up. If you need a talk. If you need a weekend away, together or apart. This is the time. This is really a good time just to think about strengthening whatever it is about those are like the inner pillars of your life, of your, what's all connected to you, especially if you're connected with somebody. So anyway, there's that. Sorry about my cat. She always gets really into me when I'm doing this. She ignores me most of the time. Sean says, what if there was a language within a language? Well, I think they're kind of, depending on how you look at it, I can definitely think, I think that there is. I think that does exist, Sean, but that's kind of ambiguous. Anyway, okay, so if there's anything else that's going to come up about this, we are going to get it in the Oracle. Let's see who we have here. We have Jen, Dawn, Deborah, and Jeanette here on Fireside. We have a couple. Oh, I guess it's just, Sean. Hi, Sean. Hi again, Sean. And this time around, we're going to do, normally I do a general oracle, and then that's it. We do a spirit walk after that. Today, though, I'm going to do a reading or two for a couple people. If anybody wants a reading, it'll be an oracle reading. Hi again, little bear. She did not go far. But I am going to start it off first with a general reading for us. So 1 second here. Okay. Have not used this, have not gotten a reading with the hidden worlds in a while. is the Oracle of the Hidden Worlds. Oh, we're actually, okay, we're going to do one other thing. Pull the phone. You're not in my way at all, kitty cat. Not even a little bit. You just don't worry your pretty little head over it at all. You're not in my way. Not at all. Just do you. Oh my God. Gotta tell you guys, the combination of lemonade and grape juice is so yummy. It's one of my favorite things. One of my very favorite things. All right, is this thing on? Heads. Like, especially when I'm with people. She's like, but that's when I like my asshole in your face. Gives me the most pleasure. I swear to God, cats. She is the naughtiest little shit. She is such a naughty cat. Oh my God. Aren't you? And she just like loves it too. She's like, yeah, I am. Yeah, I am. She's so naughty, and she's so like, she enjoys watching me just kind of fumble in life, I guess. Or like to the point of like I'm giving treats to everybody, and I'm like, little bear, where are you, trying to give her treats? And she's like in a corner, like hiding, looking at me as I run around trying to find her, and she gets more pleasure out of me like not being able to find her than like getting treats. That's how naughty she is. That's how like mischievous she is. It's on a level, man. And she's like, oh, you're live on the internet? How about I come and stick my asshole in your face over and over again? Oh my God. She fucking kills me, man. She really does. Oh, jeez. Hope you guys find that entertaining. I really do. Okay, so the other deck I just went and got is the Moonology deck. I lit my, whoopsie, my Palo Santo, and, oh, I want my Copal. That's what I want. Got some Copal here. It's white Copal from Colombia. That's where I'm from. Where's that other thing? Where is that? Ah, there it is. Got this really awesome new essential oil, Songs of India, Indian Temple from Amazon. It's amazing. I love it. Absolutely love it. It smells like an Indian temple. It's awesome. Okay, so first up, loves, and if you do want a reading, please put in the chat that or more, put in the chat if you don't want a reading. I go randomly. So unless you say you don't want a reading, I'm going to think that the gallery is open. And oh. Okay, 2 just popped. You guys see that? 2 just fell here. We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. That's for full moon in Pisces. But we got full moon anyway. Close, kind of. Full moon in Pisces, balance, spirituality, and practicality. I am all about that. And that can be not the easiest thing in the world to balance those 2 things. That's why it's Pisces there, but balance, focusing in on the word balance there. And then second here, the waxing crescent moon, have faith in your dreams. Most definitely have faith in your dreams. I love that. So this card here, have faith in your dreams. Really, the abundance matrix is more active than it's ever been for the universe to come and bring you and kind of fulfill for you what it is that you need. So the more you pay attention to these things, which again, focusing in on your soul and doing whatever kind of soul quest that you can do for yourself is going to make that really clear. But for now, to even have, what do you dream for, right? What do you wish for? Kind of the whole soul quest thing started with, what do you want? Because I never want anything. I'm always like, I don't know, just give me what I need. And I go with that. But it's like, no, but you really got to figure out what it is that you want. So then the magic can be even stronger around you. You can be more abundant. Your abilities can be even more enhanced. And it became really clear, and then everything came down about that, like, oh, we really need help sometimes to, we got to go on a soul quest to figure out, to answer those questions, because they change as we change, and then we need help filling in the blanks. But anyway, have faith in your dreams, because they will feel like the rest of that sentence is because they will be fulfilled. So don't hold back. Have dreams, make them big, make them really, connected to what it is that you want, what it is that you need. However it is that, it's gonna feed you, light you up inside. And it's different for everybody. There isn't any one right answer for that, definitely. Okay, so moving on to the hidden worlds here on this beautiful Libra full moon. Again, welcome everybody. Thank you for being here. Thanks for joining me on this full moon, for making me a part of your full moon ritual today. Me and us, I should say. Okay, here we go. This just kind of came out. Card number 11, Skyfire. Messages, channels, and information. You guys can see that. It's really, really, really light, but there she is. Really beautiful card, but it's like a mountain, trees, and then this beautiful female spirit, looks like. Skyfire. So let me grab the book. Oh wait, I already did that. Already grabbed the book. Got it right here. 11. Oh, and by the way, I'm being reminded. Good Lord. This is just got really strong right here. Okay. Calm down, Smoke. By the way, I'm going to recommend a video for you. It's not long. It's like 13 minutes, actually 13 minutes, 38 seconds. And it's from Tanya Gabrielle about this full moon. I really love her interpretations of things. She also talked a lot about, bringing the divine in and kind of heaven and earth and all this stuff. But anyway, she talked a lot about the divine feminine and the divine mother and I just think it just came through again. So if you look her up on YouTube, you can watch that video. If you're guided to, I highly recommend it. Okay, so here we go. Skyfire, messages, channels, information. With this card comes a new guide. Ooh-wee. This could perhaps be a literal spiritual guide who will arise out of the ancient ones and come to speak and share every day of the sacred things, of the small, sweet, and serious moments within our lives, to offer you signs and a language of the Spirit, the symbols which you will grow in time to understand and develop and interpret, so you no longer feel alone, but you know you have the ancient ones walking with you too. For within every energy of the land and of nature herself dwell the ones who once walked this earth in her glorious youth. And they come to the new humans to tell us what to do in these times of change. The information they will share is to be trusted and is never grandiose or foolish, nor will it feed into the desire to be special or separate. Their advice is nourishing and wholesome, simple and clear, profound, but without pomposity. You will arise soon, and the messages will begin to flow to you. They will speak to you through the natural world, through your interactions with the elements, and they will keep speaking with you until the messages are received. They wish you to know that the next generation of Earth Keepers are here and that you have your part to play in this world. This part can lead to beauty and new abilities, and then putting them to use in the world by being of service to the Great Spirit that has always been here and will always be here. Listen, watch, wonder, for there now comes to you the messages of Great Spirit, written in the sky and heard within your mind. Oh, I love this so much. Illumination. You are open now to Great Spirit's guidance. Receive the messages and take action as you walk the new earth. Oh, I love that so much. I really do. So beautiful. And I know I always say that, Jeanette. She's like, see, you always say that. Speaking of languages there, Sean, talking about the languages of the ancient ones and how they speak to us in so many different ways. Gaia, same thing. She can be subtle. She can speak through the animals, through the elements, through the flowers, herbs, the plants. She can come to us directly and speak as we know she does. I channel her all the time. So it really is the spectrum. The way the language can, what language is, and there's the language of symbols and archetypes and all sorts of ways that we have language, and how the ancient ones and our guides and guardians, our ancestors, may speak to us through different types of language. But it gets clearer and clearer and clearer. And welcome, does that say Fletcher? Welcome, Fletcher. And so this is to let us know that we have access to a whole slew of divine wise beings that want to communicate with us on so many different levels. And the illumination and the energy that's coming through with this full moon is really bringing all this in. It's like they're all coming through. We just need to slow down, be still, be quiet, and open up and receive, to access. And when you ask questions, you will get answers. When you want to see something, ask to be shown. It really isn't that complicated, truly. It takes our focus, our intention, our time, our energy, making space, being serious to a certain degree about it. And letting yourself be in a faithful space, allowing for faith in the divine, in our connections, to do what they can do without you blocking them because you're resistant or scared, or you're afraid that they won't be, or whatever. Oh, I gotta plug this in. Or nothing will happen. You know, I think sometimes people don't even get themselves there because they're afraid that nothing will happen and then they'll be disappointed, you know, which is a valid human fear. It's that expectations, that great expectation. So when you have expectations, you're already limiting yourself anyway. And your capacity for filling in the blanks and your expectations can no way or shape ever come close to the infinite totality that is possible. So don't limit yourself there with you needing to control things. That's why I got used to like not wanting anything. I'm like, I take what you guys give me as pretty damn good, so I'm fine. My guides were like, yeah, that's good for a lot of the time that you've learned that, but you really like, it's this whole balance thing with that. So funny. It's so funny. It really is. All right, let's see what we got here. Looks like Fletcher has something to say. If I can get to the chat. Fireside does this thing where it won't let me see the chat. And it's kind of doing that. Okay, there we go. What about the people in space on the mothership? I'm not sure what you're referring to exactly. What about them? Like, I'm not sure what you're referring to. Be specific. What about them? Karen says, I followed Tanya Gabrielle. You suggested her before and I watched her. Now I follow her. Great. Yeah, she's really good. I love how she blends numerology and astrology. It's fantastic. Okay, so loves, here we go. Let's move on. We are going to do readings for those of you on Fireside. Fletcher's laughing. Glad I made you laugh. Yeah, I'm like, who are you talking about? Like, what about him? Be specific. What's your question? What about him exactly? I don't know. So everybody here open to a reading, to come up on stage, to get an oracle reading here for the full moon and beyond. There's something on my lip. Okay. Let's see here. Fletcher's giving a thumbs up. How about Jen? Or is it Jen or Jan? Jen, would you like to join me on stage and get an oracle reading here for the full moon? And then I'm just going to do like one or two. And then we're going to do the spirit walk. So this isn't going to go super, super, super long. Hopefully. I don't intend it to be. And then you guys, on the 21st of this month, I am going to see my pendulum here. This is actually a new pendulum I got. It's resin with aquamarine. And as soon as I pick it up, it starts going nuts. Isn't it pretty? It's so pretty. And I'm going to do yes or no readings with the pendulum on the 21st for kicking off Mercury retrograde. And it's a very excited pendulum. Look at it go. Woo-wee! You want to start. You want to play. Pendulum wants to play. And that's just going forward and backwards, not even like churning. So fun. So on the 21st, I'm going to be doing yes or no readings, but it's going to be more than just yes or no, but it could be pretty short, but we're going to work with the pendulum. That's not for today. We're just going to do oracle today. But just letting you guys see. And of course, did you get that invite, Jen? You gonna, my God, this thing. Is that the moon? There we go. Goodness gracious. Jen, okay, one more time, sending you the invite to join me on video. Hopefully that works. Oh, and then I'm going to use these. So I can hear you. Don't see. Oh, my. Is this frozen? What is happening? I don't know. Okay. Okay. I'm going to do, because the Jen in red is not responding to the video invite. So I'm going to go to the next Jen and invite to video. Let's see if I can hook a Jen. If not, we're moving on.
Hello?
Go. Hi.
Hello? Oh, can you hear me?
Yes. I can hear you, Anna.
Okay, I had a hard time getting on. I can't see you though.
Oh, really?
Oh, there we go.
Okay, good. So you can see me, you can hear me, we're all good?
Yes.
Okay, can you move the camera so it's like, so you're more, there we go, because I have like all this control, I can't see your face. Perfect. So how are you tonight?
Good, and you?
Good, good. Happy full moon.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. So have you ever had an oracle reading before?
Never live, no.
Okay, all right. So what do you mean, just like like
a chat.
Like, oh, in a chat. Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I used to do them like that, but now that I have this, it's so much better to see the person, be able to talk to you. So I am going to tune in here and see what deck we're going to use for you. I have quite a few, so just give me a second. Maybe this one here. I'm feeling this one more. My shaman decks are like the ones that are coming through. I'm just trying to decide which one here. So just give me a second.
Okay.
As I have, hi, kitty. You're so silly, kitty cat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we're gonna go with this one, and then I need to. You meow yourself. Meow yourself. Okay, so we just used this last week. I can't remember what day, but this is the Crystal Medicine Oracle deck. Looks like that. And that is the book. We'll dive into that after we get your card. And the way that I usually do this is that this is just open to whatever needs to come through with you. But if you really have a specific question, you can ask that as well. Okay. It's up to you. So would you like to keep this open or to ask a specific question? Whoa.
Well, I wanted to ask a specific question if I'm going to find someone or hook up with an ex or that's what I want to know, like in the near future or anytime soon, if I'm going to have, a long-term relationship with someone or not.
Okay. All right. Let's see. So romance related, but you don't have anybody particular in mind.
Well, there was one that he reaches out, but I don't know if there's going to be anything, involved with him or not, from my ex that keeps on reaching out.
Okay. All right. 1 second. Let me check in here with the chat. Hey, guys. So we have Willow. Happy full moon. Hey, Willow. Willow is on YouTube. And so there's Jen. Oh, you were lost. Aw. Yeah, it should have just brought up a request or an invite. But I'm glad you're here too, sweetheart. We could try that again. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, what do we have here? Truth and integrity. Card number 32. All right. It's back here, right? Let's dive right into it. You know what's so funny about this book? It always flips to like the middle pages, so it's hard to tell where you're at. Okay, 32. It's one of the last, second to last, I think, cards in this deck. Okay, here. So, truth and integrity. Give you another look at that. Sorry. And the crystal is turquoise.
Love that color.
Yeah, so it's the turquoise crystal, and then summer. The energy is, the medicine's also, or the energy is also summer. So I'm going to read directly from the book at first, and we'll see what we get beyond that, okay? So here we go. Truth and integrity. You have called this card today to highlight the importance of truth and integrity in your life. I don't need that anymore. I want this thing. It is essential that you drop deep into your heart and find your truth at this time. Then hold strong in expressing your truth from a deep place of integrity. We often lack the confidence to lay down healthy boundaries, and we live from a place of pleasing others and hurting ourselves. When we don't follow our truth, it takes us out of our integrity, and life sure does throw experiences our way to get us back on track. Sometimes these experiences are very challenging, and each time we don't listen, the challenge gets bigger and more intense. This happens as an opportunity to see the truth. Have you been trying to please someone in your life and not listening to your own truth? Are you going against your truth in order to belong? Do you allow people to walk all over you? Do you find it hard to share your truth? It's now time to bring your focus and attention inward with a whole lot of unconditional love and kindness. It's time to follow the beat of your own drum. You are encouraged to trust and follow your truth now more than ever. Even if the truth is hard to see, it's time to recognize your self-worth and be non-judgmental about yourself. When you live your life from this place, you will be in the abundant flow of the universe. You will experience a deep sense of peace and trust in yourself and the universe. It's time to have your own back. Everyone has a different truth, and now it's time to align with yours so you can live a life with more integrity. And then the medicine is summer. Summer is one of the 4 seasons that comprises the hottest, sunniest months. In an important celebration that is held at this time is the summer solstice, or midsummer, when the sun is at its northernmost point in the sky. And the southern hemisphere, the solstice falls on the 21st of December. In the northern, it's the 21st of June. So it's a time that signifies the longest day of the year, with peak daylight hours. Almost every culture has celebrated its importance. It is a sacred time when the light of the universe and consciousness are honored within each other, and there is a recognition of the God source within. The summer solstice brings with it the energy of fire, renewal, passion, truth, integrity, a time when you move into your personal power and things manifest to their full potential. Abundant energy is available to you at this time, so make sure to connect with the magic of summer to assist you in blossoming to your full potential. And then the crystal is turquoise, as we said. Turquoise will help you speak your truth. It aids you in understanding your feelings. It will also assist you to live a life from a place of integrity. Okay, my dear Jen. So, what came through when I was reading this right now was, do you feel that you are like somehow limited in any way when, if you're not like coupled up with somebody, like you're just like you need that other person to help like stabilize you in some way?
No, well, I mean, I've been single for a while, so no, I don't feel that.
Oh, but that, because what came through is kind of like this yeah, like that there's something missing. Like you feel that there's something missing. Do you feel that way?
Well,
Am I
yeah, I like to have someone, so I can spend time with, more adult conversation than being with kids.
gotcha. So you do, okay, because there's yeah, because there's something there about that where there's like this where I was shown that there's like, for you it feels like there's a real void in your life. Like there's definitely space that needs to be filled. Um and that's what it was like kind of getting at. And so with this card, and this is about, I guess the bottom line would be like, okay, what, because it's not completely clear and it would take more time to try to get into it, but there's something about regardless of, I guess, you having, been single, uh that whatever brought you to that, or whatever other past relationships that there were, that maybe there's been more questions than answers to this whole relationship thing, and kind of left you a bit lost in that regard. Like what I'm getting here is that it's kind of unclear exactly how you want somebody to be in your life, or what it is that you actually need from somebody or want from somebody. So that's kind of why they're not turning up, because it's unclear. You're unclear in yourself about exactly what it is that you, yeah, like what it is that you want. You're kind of all over the place with it. Would you say that that's true?
No, I don't feel that.
Okay. Well, maybe think about it, because that's what's coming up, is that there isn't any, like when it comes to who, like what kind of person, do you want in your life, and for what reasons. It's pretty, it's not, there isn't clear, it's not clear. It isn't exactly clear. It's like, do you want somebody more, do you just want somebody to kind of fill space when you have the time, like more of a like casual thing? Is it more of a sexual thing? Do you really want it to be like something serious? Because what they're showing me is that you're kind of, depending on what's going on, you kind of change what it is what that is, and that you're saying, I mean, is that part true?
No,
Okay, so
no.
you feel that there is clarity when it comes to, because this is all pointing to, they're just like, there's a lot of moving parts here, moving energy, or there's ideas, like it's not settled. in what exactly you're looking for, who you want to show up for you, that's not settled. This could be because there's people from your past still in the mix that things have not shifted from, that there's still questions there. But the energy around you, or the path to you for a new thing, just isn't there because there isn't the clarity. There is a lot of questions that are up. Maybe that's not something that we're aware of, but that's what I'm being shown here. So when it talks about truth and integrity, it's like, okay, so what exactly is, like I was talking about earlier, what exactly is it that you're looking for and that you want? And it's also kind of like, is it pieces of different people that kind of come up for you when it comes to thinking about somebody in the future coming in? Because again, it's showing me that it's not clear. There isn't clarity there. Or at the same time, there is how do I put it? Like a shifting energy within you about having somebody connected to you, or that, intimate with you, or sharing space with you. That there just isn't clarity there. And yeah, it's very swirly energy. I don't know how else to describe that. It would be kind of like there's just a bit of like, it's kind of tornado energy. Like it's very airy, and so it's mental. A lot of it is mental. I think that like when you go drop down into your heart space, I think in your heart you're like, I want this type of love and this type of relationship, but there's a lot of swirling mental activity that that literally supersedes that like deeper thing. So maybe consider that and see if there's some, maybe some thing to think about there when it comes to that. Does any of that resonate at all?
No, I've never felt that. I mean, never even. No, that I don't resonate with. I mean, I know what I want. I know what I need. So
Okay. Well, but also at the beginning you said, I don't know if it's my ex, he's been coming around, I don't know if it's somebody else. So there was kind of like,
yes, with
I
that,
don't.
well, because he's reaching out, but I don't know what he wants. I know what I want, but I don't know what he wants. You know what I mean? He's unclear. He's the one who's unclear. So that was my question with him. I know what I want. I mean, if he wants to pursue it, that's what I want. But I don't. It's unclear what he wants or what's missing. I don't know.
Okay, so it is so it is, at least there are things that aren't clear there, because it's kind of like, well, it seems like while he's a question, that equals not being clear while he is a question. So it's either, does it matter what do you want to be with him?
Yes.
Okay. And he's coming around. So what is exactly why aren't you guys together then?
Well,
Like,
because
I'm
he's the one who
confused.
says that it's him. It's he goes, there's nothing missing between us, but he still needs time to think. I mean, I don't know what's on his mind. So things that he says he needs to clear up. It's just better right now for us not to be together. But then yet he's still texting and saying that he misses me and blah blah blah. So there's mixed messages.
Yeah, unclear. Okay, so there is a lot that isn't clear here. You're just used to it. I think it's like you're used to this kind of state of being, and it's like, well, it's clear, but it's like it's just kind of, yeah, it is very unclear. And I think that like there is a lot here to unpack. I think with him and you kind of yeah, okay, I see. It's okay. So this is kind of the vision. This is the vision that I'm getting here is he's not okay. So you guys are not together, but it's like the indentation of him is in the bed. His imprint is there. Even if he's not there, even if you're not really in a relationship, the energy of him being there is there because all of this is so that makes it's like, okay, but he's not there, but he is there. And they're showing me how you kind of you still kind of run scenarios in your head. He's like, okay, like this part of my life or with the kids or with whatever, you kind of go, does it still fit? Can that still work? And you run through like if he was there, how that would go. And but you're also like, but he's not here. So you kind of like, is this anything like what's going
So
on?
a little bit, but I mean, that's what I'm just trying to figure out. Is it something that he's going to, like, he right now in the process of thinking if he's going to come back, or can you tell if he's going to come back or not going to come back, or can you tell that?
Yeah, see, that's the thing is that it's not, it's like, I know that it seems like it's up to him, but kind of what's really coming in clearly is that it's really more up to you. And that it's, yeah. And what I kind of really kind of seeing here is you more leaning like I kind of like you're kind of either already thinking like, no, I am done. I hope he doesn't come back. I just want it to be kind of decided. But you're really the one here that needs to make that decision about if he's about him or not. Because like I said, they're showing me that indent there. It's that energy print is there. And that's because you haven't cleared that space or you allowed that to, kind of get recharged again. Whatever it is, it keeps coming back to like you're saying he's unclear. He's the one who's like thinking he's the one who needs a space. But then it's like, but it comes right back to you going, but you're the one who hasn't said like gone like, no, it's like regardless it's done, or I'm gonna wait for you to
Well, see,
figure
I've
out
already
whatever it
told
is.
him I'm going to move on. I said, you need to make your decision. He goes like, I know, I know, I know. So I have voiced it. So I already told him if someone else comes along, yeah, I'm going to move on.
Okay, there we have it right there. That's what's unclear. That's it right there. Okay, so let me stop you so you can see what I'm talking about here. So there's this limbo state of being. You're like, we're done, but you want to come back, but you're not fully come back. So I'm kind of like, there's a seat at the table because you're not sitting here. So if somebody comes and wants to sit, and then, just so you know, now the person's going to be sitting there. But the problem is this whole thing that you have going on with him is preventing anybody from coming and sitting there. Because it's like he's already sitting there. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, because energetically, he's taking up space in your life, even though logistically and how you would define it, in a relationship kind of way is like, no, we're not together. But actually, energetically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, you are. You are. So it's not, again, it's not about him and his decisions. It's about you going, no, actually, I'm done. It's not if somebody comes around, it's you, we're done. There's nothing for you to figure out. Bye. Gonna clear the space. Gonna take a few weeks to tidy up around here, to put some new shit in the environment, to make it new me, new time, new timeline, and then things can come in, and then somebody new can come in. Or it's the opposite of that. But it sounds to me like it's just like you're 85-90% of being done, but you still hold that, like, okay, like, and it's kind of like about, well, we had all this time, we invested all this time, there's a lot there that, history or whatever, like, it's more, it's really kind of more of a, like, on a mental level, you like, try to balancing out the worth of time that you've already spent with him versus cutting losses or whatever, however you want to put it, stopping and then, being on your own and starting something with somebody else. And I think to see it like, no, whatever it was that was with him at the time, and whatever that was, is exactly what you needed it to be, and leave it at that. It's not that you lost anything. Whatever, there was stuff to gain from that, for sure, and let that go without thinking like, okay, I've invested, maybe I should keep, put a pause, but keep investing there. That investment has shown you that it doesn't show up for you when you need it to be there for you. So it's up to you to be like, you know what? This investment doesn't show up for me at this point the way I need it to. Not anymore, anyway. So I'm going to sell this stock, and I'm going to move on, and I'm going to invest my time in at least me and my space, and making this a whole new space so somebody else can come in and things are clear. Because new love doesn't come into unclear spaces. Only entanglements and more confusion comes into unclear spaces. So this is the universe, this in-between place, space of you being single or whatever, is truly your guides, your guardians, the universes. And this, a lot of people have gone through this, where it's like, no, it's about truly clearing, and then being just with you for a while, seeing what that feels like. Because I know that you could be like, oh, but I have been. Well, there's been this thing going on. You have not been just a you in your mind, what you're doing with yourself, your relationship with self. It's been this other thing, and then maybe somebody else. And, that's not clear and just you. So think about somebody that's going to honor you and love you and cherish you and protect you and support you and nurture you and have passionate sex with you. They're going to, let them see you clearly, because you're out in the world and nobody can see you clearly. There's all this other shit energetically all around you. So that's why it's not happening. So it's just, there needs to be that clearing energetically for this, and mentally and emotionally, and you processing this out. This is a great time for this to start for you. For sure. Definitely. If that's what you choose to do, I'm just saying, that's what's coming through, that there needs to be this, like, let's get, this is the truth and integrity card. It's about, let's just clear and have this truth be what it is. and have it be, instead of ambiguous here and there, super, super clear. So
Okay.
what do you think of all that, Jen?
I gotta just, I don't know, put it together and find out. I mean, if he ever reaches out, just make it clear to him that I'm not just going to be sitting there waiting.
Yeah, I think it's, think about how this affects you, and that you need this space to, where he's no longer a question mark in your life. That's what really needs to happen. And you're the only one who can make him that. That's not for him to say, it's for you to decide. And I think that you've had it like backwards, and then it just keeps swirling in that, because you're like, well, I'm waiting for him. And it's like, yeah, but it's for you to decide. So, and I think that if you see this, like if you see it clearly, it's like, no, he actually hasn't shown up when you've, the way that you hoped
Need
he would, or needed him to, and I think you've been honestly disappointed enough here, and see yourself, see your worth as somebody who deserves better than that,
Yeah.
because you really do. you know um there's a balance that isn't there with you too.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
well, it's just harder, like when it comes to dating, because I have a special needs daughter, um, which, I have questions about her, but never figured out why she's not able to talk or walk on her own, and then have someone who come into the relationship with that has to be accepting of her too. So I guess that's why dating has been kind of hard.
That's, no, I can understand that, but that doesn't mean you should settle either. you
Yeah.
know like, if it's, and both of you deserve to have somebody who's going to, love you both completely. And I don't think that's, I mean, I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility at all, or impossible at all, to be honest with you. I think that it's like, but every relationship, every family, there's always something there that people are going to have to adjust to, and deal with. You know what I mean? You have a certain thing, everybody has something, and I think that when we decide what my all the things that I come with are too much for anybody of quality, then you've already, written the story. I think if you say, I come with so much amazing magic and beauty in my life, and so many unique experiences, that the perfect person for me is definitely there, that's
Yeah.
going to appreciate that, and without having to settle. I really do believe that. And I think it's just this, like, um don't talk yourself out of it. Don't decide that you have too much, like that there's too much, or would be too hard, or that person doesn't exist, because then you're really energetically closing a lot of doors there.
Yeah.
you know so I hope that this has helped, my dear. I know that it wasn't a very specific yes or no, but it's more about you just kind of making some decisions, and taking some time, and really seeing yourself clearly, and your worth, and your beauty, and maybe taking some time to um, romance yourself.
Well, thank
How does
you.
that sound? How does that sound?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, romance yourself. Like, think about, because, okay, so here's the thing. When it comes to, um, like being in love and being romantic and having passion and sharing those like romantic feelings with somebody else. It's like so exciting. It's so fun. You know, you make food, you buy gifts, you have flowers, you put on music, you buy chocolates or whatever, all the things that you're into that you do. And sometimes, or a lot of the time, when we don't have relationships or we're not dating somebody, we're not, you know, doing any of those things, we don't get any of that stuff. And what came through to me a few years ago was that instead of going, well, you know, I don't have I don't have a person, I'm not dating anybody, so I don't get to have any of that stuff. My guides and guardians, they came in and said, well, then it's time to romance yourself. And I was like, what the hell does that mean? And it was like, well, let's be with yourself the way you would be if you were in a relationship with somebody right now. Make that extra nice meal, but it's for you. Buy that gift, but it's for you. You know, put on romantic music and sing to yourself about it. Like all these things that I'm like, I never thought of doing that before. And it was like, yeah, most people don't. But if you do it, then it's like, oh, then think about it. Not only are you giving yourself this like wonderful energy, but you're also creating a space magically and through your own vibration for that kind of thing to match yours. Because somebody's going to show up for you that's going to be like, oh, like, look at how she takes care of herself. Look at how she romances herself. They're not going to think that, like, you know, consciously. But energetically, they're going to be drawn to you because you're already doing it for you. They just need to come in and match what you're already doing for yourself. And if what you're already doing for yourself is being all confused by this guy who's already left and is he coming back and blah, 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 like that's not what anybody wants to slide into and be romantic about. Like it's just not. You know, it's got to be this whole other thing. And then I guarantee you, the more you're into this whole other thing with yourself about you, then that's going to change all the energy around you. And that's going to open up the door for the people who, or the guy, the man who's meant to come in and share that space with you. So just, you know, think about all of that. I hope that it inspires you to, you know, romance yourself. So think about that. Like buy yourself a little gift, write yourself a little poem, write yourself a little love note. Like just get into the mode of experiencing and expressing and feeling in that way, but direct it towards you. I know it's a little weird at first, but it does work and it feels really good. I guarantee you, because I've done it and it does help. And if anything, it does help, like just start something fresh with yourself. It's fresh energy, fresh love energy.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're very welcome. I wish you a beautiful rest of your full moon, my dear, and thank you for joining me.
Thank you. You too.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to, if it lets me, I'm going to try to help you out here too. Oh, there we go. And we have, who's that? Summer. Hi, Summer. Hey, Georgia, Spencer. More people are here. We're going to get Jen off the stage. It's just thinking. Or maybe she did. Oh, maybe she's off the stage. I can't tell right now. It's doing. It's been pretty glitchy lately. Or just, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it. Oh, what happened to my music? Yeah, she is off. Okay, cool. Oh, that ended. I didn't need to replay that. All right, loves. Let's check in here with the chat. Hopefully that was helpful to not only Jen, but others as well. Let's see what time. Okay, so Jeanette had to go. Summer says, you deserve the best, believe in yourself. Dawn says, your path to a healthy relationship is literally blocked by the ex. This someone meant to be on on that path with you can't get to the path. It's blocked. Only you can clear the path. It's not up to the X. It's up to you. Yeah, were you transcribing? Dawn was transcribing. I love it. Hey, Summer. Yep, all of that very true. And I know it's like, no, things are clear. It's like, yeah, it may feel like it's clear, but it's not clear. Tapping into the energy, just see that it isn't. The path is definitely not clear. So everybody, how we doing? Let's do one more. Let's see. Hey, what about Summer? Summer, would you like an oracle reading? And then that'll be the last one. And we will do our spirit walk. Summer, would you like to come up? I'm going to invite you to join me in on the video. If this will respond to me. It's like I press it and it doesn't, like, anytime I press anything, it's like. Yeah, I'm giving oracle readings. Whoopsie. I'm giving full moon oracle readings. So yeah, we just did one for Jen. Oh, good Lord. You can also, if you want, you can say ask to join on stage. I'm trying to get your thing up to invite you, but bear with me, everybody. Sorry. Just thinking. And then it goes away. Oh my God. And you think there's going to be a payoff after all the thinking, and then it just goes away. And I'm like, no, I'm trying. Yeah. So frustrating. Okay, here we go. Invite to video. Man, it's like
Stop. Okay. I'm here.
Okay, I think it's catching. I hear you, but I can't see you yet. So one second. Not yet, but it'll catch up. I hope.
I was like, do I want to do this? Do I really want to do this and go on video, or do I not?
Well, there you are. I'm glad you're there. I have your profile thing in front of you, so I can't see you just yet. So it didn't come up for the longest time, but now
I look rough.
No, you look beautiful. Thank you for joining me. Thanks for being brave and coming up here. Okay. Have you had an oracle reading before? No. Okay, cool. So, are you familiar with what oracle cards are, oracle decks are?
Like the cards that you choose, and then you kind of get a reading from the cards, from the energy.
Yes.
And stuff like that.
It's like it's a little different than tarot because there's definitely a very specific message that comes with it that's not just, universal. So they are very specific, and then there's all sorts of different types of decks, different themes and energies. I have shaman decks, and I have other types of decks too. So just give me a moment here. And then for these, I'm either doing them, just see what comes up for you, or you can ask a specific question. It's up to you. Do you have something in mind, or do you want to see what comes up?
Lord, just go for it, because there's a lot going on in my life right now.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, your guides and guardians know everything that's happening, so no surprise to them. I don't need any details. We're cool, because it will come through. So just give me a second here, and let's see. It's 31 flavors. Not that.
Okay, sorry, I do have my child over right now. I swear I'm a good parent.
That's okay.
I know, buddy boo.
How old is your baby?
He's 2. He turns 2 on the 28th.
Oh, happy birthday, baby. What's his name?
Sebastian.
Oh my God, you're so cute, Sebastian. Hi, gorgeous boy. Hi. Aw. Hi, sweetheart. Oh, you're so cute. Oh, I love babies. Oh, I love babies so much. Okay, well, congratulations on your beautiful boy.
Yes, he is my miracle, actually.
Really? Aw, that's amazing.
Almost 43, and I almost wasn't able to have him.
Wow. Oh, you look very young.
Thank you.
Yeah, you look very young. I didn't. That surprises me. That's awesome. Well, clearly, there were other things that needed to happen, right? Your age wasn't the dictator of fate and magic, so that's amazing. Nothing more amazing than the magic of creating a baby. So we have Magic of the Unicorns for you. They tend to be pretty deep. So we shall see. Very, very deep, very deep or very high, depending on which way you look at it. So this card just came out. Whoop. This one just popped up. We're going to go with it. Where did I just put? Okay, here we go. So that was really fast. I don't know if you even saw that, but it just like slipped, fell right down. It's card number 8, open to abundance, believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity.
Okay.
So there is that, and I'm going to get into the book and see what it says and then see what else comes up as I'm reading or after or whatever. That's how it usually works. So there it is. Open to abundance. So pretty. There's these beautiful bluebirds, gold coins, sunflowers, a lot of green and gold. Okay, so let's get into it. This is the card of bounty. Abundance is your birthright, a wealth of happiness, excitement, satisfaction, creative freedom, success, love, and friendship, as well as material prosperity is available to you from a loving and benevolent source. The universe is plentiful and generous. Your guidance is to open up to the higher possibilities and opportunities that are accessible to you. With this card, your unicorn is reminding you that you can attract whatever you believe you deserve. Magnify your levels of deservingness to receive all that your heart and soul desire. You merit abundance simply because you are a beloved child of the universe. Knowing this enables your consciousness to expand and draw more to you. Imagine that there is a gray cloud partially or fully blocking the sun. That cloud represents all the beliefs that prevent you from receiving the light that is directed towards you. Beyond it are the riches, the happiness, love, success, plenty, and cornucopia of prosperity that are waiting to come to you. Remember that you only have to blow away those old beliefs, and abundance is yours for the asking. Just know you deserve it. Your unicorn is reminding you that good is waiting to come to you as soon as you enlarge your abundance consciousness. Your guidance is to focus on what you want so you can start to attract it. And then there's this whole like visualization meditation thing. So I'm going to read through it. Accept abundance. Visualize a rainbow surrounding you. This represents total happiness and abundance. Open your arms wide to welcome a cornucopia of good things in your life. This gesture opens your heart and affirms you're ready to accept blessings from the universe. Say 3 times aloud if possible, I deserve abundance and welcome it now. Sense your unicorn pouring blessings over you. You are ready to move forward and enjoy an abundant life. Affirmation, all that I need comes easily to me. Wow, so beautiful. So like there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like there's no Like this is all very, very clear when it comes to what is literally kind of right there for you. And so congratulations on that.
I'm shutting doors to certain things in my life that have held me back in being my true self. So I'm going through that trial right now. Like I've had to remove a
Good.
parent from my life that was very hard to do.
Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, kind of on the heels of like Jen, I don't know how much that you caught of that, but it was just like this blocking energy. And sometimes it's kind of obvious. Say that again?
That realization just happened this past 2 years that I was like, wow, I'm being blocked from being able to achieve my full happiness because I have somebody that's not a happy person in my life. And unfortunately, I'm the giver and the healer and the one a fixer until it was to the point where I almost was feeling like I was going to die. And I said, no
Yeah.
more. So,
Good.
yeah, I'm facing that stuff right now. So for you to
Good.
say that, it's like I know I have to open myself up and allow myself to accept the positivity and not dwell on negative things, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Say that again?
Just not having the negativity control my life because for a long time, my family, I was the one that actually was the one that was taking care of everybody, emotionally being there, supportive, like
Yeah.
that was given back, you know, and I just would
Right.
brush it off and I'd continue to do it till it was like, now I finally, it hit me. I was like, why am I fighting for something that these people don't want, you know? So that's where I am
Yeah.
and all that. Letting that go and being open and allowing people that actually love me for who I am and not having to walk on eggshells, like be somebody I'm not to make them happy. You know what I'm saying? To surround myself with people that actually love and care genuinely, you know? And sometimes it's hard. It's family's like the worst ones, you know, to have to remove when they're not healthy.
Yeah. Yeah. It truly is. It's not easy. It's the hardest thing. I was just talking about this in one of the recent shows, how one of the hardest things for us to do as we spiritually awaken and become aware of all the things is to separate ourselves from people who are not good for us, even regardless of what their title might be, even if it is mother, father, brother, sister, husband, best friend, whomever. It's like it's like we we may know it to some degree, but there's all this other stuff that keeps us in that. But then once we really see it, we're like, wait a second. And especially if you're always the one who's the caretaker, the healer, the advisor, the nurse, the mother, yeah, when you're the one, like, then you don't have enough for yourself, and then you get resentful because nobody's giving it back to you. And then and then you're like, wait a second. So all of this is just backfired, basically.
Yes. Yep. Always for me. That's what happens.
Uh-oh, you there? Yep, exactly. So you're probably an off the charts empath. Have you ever taken an
No, I
empath
have
quiz?
not.
Do you know where you're at on that?
I
Well, on my
spiritually
website, I have a quiz.
okay. Okay.
Say that
I
again.
have
Sorry,
spiritually
I think that
like
it's
angels. I've spiritually been visited, you know, by like even my
yeah.
husband's father just passed away like what, how many days ago now?
You're who?
My husband's father just passed away like 4 days ago. Or the
Oh wow.
and he
Oh
came
okay.
and visited me in the hospital like right before he passed away. Like I get those a lot, but I don't. I mean, me and my best friend, she's pretty much like intuitive, so we know that we have it. I've just never like really studied it. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Maybe it's
yeah.
a little bit scary for me in a sense
Well,
because I always
first think
make
about
sure my
like
energy is
being an
protected.
Yeah, being an empath means that you're wired differently, you're more sensitive to energy, you're more aware of what's on the other side of the veil. They can communicate different beings, like from angelics to crossed over loved ones, spirit. I mean, there's like the sky's the limit. Really can communicate with you. The more open you are, it can be a little bit scary. But I suggest that you, because you're on this path of basically like you went your like your charges were like in the negative, like the 180 spin. So you're in the process of spinning it the 180 to the other side, to where instead of all this energy is going out, to let the energy come in to you, and to be like, oh, this is like, I need for myself. And now you have a baby, so and you have a husband, right? So that is really, really important. And we, just so you know, empaths make empaths. So your son, very likely an empath as well. And it's really important to know about that from being as young as you possibly can, because we experience life in a very different way than non-empaths. Everything about who we are, what we are, how we perceive, how we deal with people, our interpersonal relationships, our health, everything is because we are, you cannot separate that. So anyway, I have a quiz on my website. It's called the Essential Empath Quiz, and I highly suggest that you take it. It takes about 10 minutes. It's just yes or no questions, and it'll give you a very clear understanding, because there's from like the norm empath who feel they're more kind of like emotionally absorbent of energies, but then it goes all the way to the physical empaths. I'm a psychic physical empath, and a physical empath literally will feel more in their body and feel exactly what other people feel in their bodies.
Can't even.
Yeah, it can make you like, I was like legit disabled because of it, and I didn't know. Yeah. So
too, when I call people soul suckers. I feel like there's some people out there that, like, my mom's a soul sucker.
Yes.
To where I was like, I felt like I was being drained completely, and I was like, okay, I can't allow you to do this. Like, this is not something that's acceptable anymore.
Yes, thank God. Hallelujah. Amen. I'm so glad you figured that out, because that is absolutely a thing. And definitely detriment. They are literally pulling on your life force. And that's why it'll take hours or days to recuperate from that shit after you're with somebody like that. Your body hurts.
I can't lay in bed when I have a child, you know?
No, you cannot. You cannot. Not when they're 2. Are you kidding me? Like, absolutely no. So you need to protect your space from, and it doesn't matter. It sucks that it's, somebody like your mother. I had the exact same thing, and my mother hasn't been in my life for many, many years, and many years before that, I was always in this battle with her, and so finally it was just like, as much as I would want that too, it's not good. It's not good. And it's not healthy. I got to take care, I can't just be like, well, you're my mother, so life is just going to be crazy until you die.
I was like,
yeah,
I'm not going to die. I'm doing this for you. I'm sorry. I love you. I want the best. I hope you thrive in life. After I had to move her out of my house. It was really bad. So,
oh, wow. So it wasn't just in your life. She was in your home. Holy shit. Yeah, that's on a level.
Well, she had cancer, but she was already kind of in a vicious state of mind at that point.
Okay, gotcha.
A whole bunch of really nasty things were said, even about my child in my womb, and I still brought her in to get her through cancer, because I felt like I'm her daughter. Like, I need
you're obligated
in that way, My brother wouldn't come in and help. So I had to physically, I was about to move out of my house. Like, we had our house packed up, and it fell through the last 3 days, but she is now out finally. But that's the only way I was able to get her out of my home. It's been bad. Yeah. So, but I will take that quiz, because I'm curious. I've never done it. I've never spoke to anybody like you before. I've always wanted to, like Tyler Henry. I've been praying he would pick me sometime, because I would love to get a deep reading, maybe like from my dad, because I know he's there, but sometimes just having somebody verbally say that stuff back to you, it kind of brings a little bit more peace to yourself,
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And I'm a medium too, so I connect people to crossed over loved ones as well. Um so I would say keep showing up because I can call on you again. But for right now, what's coming through is for you, yeah, to take, because there's like, okay, so let's just break it down a little bit because
It's a lot.
no, it's okay. No, because I'm really just trying to focus because everything that's like, or it's like, because your mom, like it's stuff with your mom or stuff, whatever it is with your dad or anybody else, it's like it just keeps like coming in and then going out. Nothing is like really staying here right now. It's just the focus is you, which is
Yeah.
great. The focus
Yeah.
is you. And that's perfect because that's where it needs to be.
Yeah.
If you didn't watch the beginning of this, then come back and watch the beginning because I talk a lot about like really focusing in on the self and stuff for right now with this full moon and everything that's going on. But yeah, there is definitely the need for you to kind of step through any apprehension that you have about really truly what you are. You have 40 however many years to look back and go, I have a history of being a certain way, and once you figure out this empath thing, you'll see it's like, oh, I've naturally been this. Because what's coming through is very is the advisor, the counselor, the healer, but mostly the advisor, the counselor, the problem solver person, but also that you have had, but the thing that you haven't really fully recognized is that a lot of like just your innate way to know about like how to take care of somebody, what they need, like the right thing to say, you just innately kind of just you just know, like you've never like, oh bummer, I don't know like what to do for you. Like you've always known. You're very like what's coming through is that like classic empath, like pretty high, like highly psychic, highly intuitive, very connected. But because you've had this history for yourself and you've been that person, you have
Dimmed
been
my own
over
light a little bit.
you've been overloaded. You're overloaded.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're depleted and overloaded at the same time. Both of those things are not mutually exclusive and both of those things are happening for you. But it's kind of the classic case and the classic story of so many empaths. We get to that point one way or another. We all have our unique stories, but something's got to give. And what happens is that we come to a point in like there's a point in the road where it kind of it's a crossroads. Really, it's like instead of seeing how you are, who you are, the way you are, how you process and all that stuff is any kind of detriment, the way that maybe you have, like, God, if I wasn't this way, then if I could be that way, or why do I feel this way, or any of that shit, and you change that in, sorry for the potty mouth, sorry.
No.
And you change that, into, forgot there was children present, and you change that into, you know what, all of those things are really positive things. I've just been off in how I cultivate myself, how I
my
use
problem
all
was
that.
other people were perceiving me as somebody I wasn't. So that made me confused on who I really was. So I literally had to go through a really bad depression to strip down to the core of who I was to build
Good.
myself back up. In the
Okay, good.
process, I brought my mom back, which she is a part of the reason why
Yeah.
I had those issues in the beginning. So it was, and I do feel like she came here in a way to try to destroy my happiness because she's not a happy person. And she didn't want to leave. So
Yeah.
that's a whole nother shebang.
Yeah, well, there is a lot in here about deservingness and deserving, and your mom has a lot of entitlement to your energy. She's decided she owns you and your energy and your space, and she's entitled and deserves all of it.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, you should. Like, just this, like, this goes without saying. Like, you should give me. And you inside go, you know what? That's not true. Right. It's actually not a true thing, and that's wonderful. So this is just about you.
My 40s. It took me to my 40s to finally realize no more.
Yeah,
I am an adult.
Yeah.
Like, hello.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Sometimes it could take a while. It could take some time, but it's everything in divine right timing. You're not too late. You're not behind. You're at the perfectly right time to be, creating the space for you and really kind of, seeing who are you? What are you about? What is all of that without anybody else's energy and influence and shit coming in to come in and confuse you.
Yeah.
Confuse and empaths can get really confused because we can absorb so much from other people and their energy that we sometimes, it can be as bad as, like, we don't even know what we like. We don't even know what we prefer.
Your reality. I did that.
Yes.
I was doing that, and I was like, wait a minute, I ain't losing my mind because I know what my reality is, So yeah.
Yeah, but it can be so convoluted with so many other people's influences and energies because you're not aware how much is getting in and making it so. That's when we'll have depression, anxiety, stress, worry. Because it's not like settled in ourselves. Yeah. So and a huge and like the biggest thing of that is how we're empaths and how that affects everything. And it's for it's like to know more, to feel everybody's energy, and to be able to do that is to know more. So we can navigate life better, and we can help other people navigate life better. But there is a certain flow that needs to be there. It can't just be people just coming in. Like, imagine just doors open, just come in whenever you want, take over, sit down, vomit all over me, like, have your way, like, happy, sad, indifferent, pissed off, angry, no matter what anybody got going on, you're feeling it. That's not okay. And most of us are like that until we realize, oh, it's not me, it's everybody else. And it's because I haven't figured out how to maintain boundaries and work with the energy well enough to control this. Now, I am an off the charts psychic, physical empath. I feel in my body what other people feel in their body. And from the time I was an infant, like younger than your baby, I had physical problems because my body was absorbing it was like a vacuum sucking up all this energy and not like understanding what to do with it. So my entire life I was really sick. I was finally diagnosed with fibromyalgia when I was 25. But truly was an energy problem, overload. Like I said, you're overloaded and you're depleted. And this is the case for for so many empaths, especially if you have anything chronic, mentally, emotionally, or physically. It's 100% going to be an issue of energy, of just having absorbed and your own stuff and everybody else's, especially those that you're more involved with, like your mother. Yeah. There's these. Have you ever heard of energy cords? Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, I need to really go and see somebody to help, really help me with that, because I tried to do it myself, but it's like sometimes it might not 100% work. And I feel like it's still a little connected and it needs to be unconnected at this point,
Okay, so let me just tell you a little bit about energy cords. That is something to cut them. If you really are separating from somebody and somebody's going to be out of your life and that's the way it's going to be, there's no, whatever, or they've already been separated from you in the physical, but you need to energetically disconnect. That's cord cutting. There's also cord resetting. And cord cutting or cord resetting is along the lines of eating, sleeping, and exercising. Nobody can do it for you. You have to do it yourself. And if it takes a couple times and people have it out there that you do it with in ways that actually does not work with like scissors or swords or stuff like that, it doesn't work like that. But there is on my website, there is a PDF. It's from my new book that we're still working on editing, but I've extracted it's like 20 something pages that talks all about energy cords, and you can get it on my website. And there's also the practice to do the energy cord cutting on my website. So because like you said, you want to go to somebody to help you, there's nobody to go to. It's you, honey. It's all you. It's all you, because nobody else, even me and what I do, I can't cut. Yeah, I can. No, I can't cut cords for you. You have to do it yourself. I could guide. There's the practice that I'm talking about that's on there. It's a guided spirit walk meditation that takes you through it, and all the instructions are there. And this is for anybody. We need to cut cords and reset cords for ourselves, and it's extremely important to do so. Resetting cords with like your husband, your best friend, even your child as he grows up every 2 to 3 months will make the energy between you all so much better than just imagine. Like if you put up a rope outside or inside and you just let it sit, you give it a month, there's going to be all this dust on that rope. And so that's what happens energetically. Hi, baby. That's what happens energetically is that, there's a buildup. So that needs to be cleared out. So that is definitely something, this whole thing going on with your mother, I highly, highly, highly recommend. It'll make you feel really good. It explains everything in there. And you may have to do it a couple times because that, especially mother cords, whether you're the mother or they're the mother, those are really, really, really strong
I know you've
cords.
been on here a long time with me. Do you pick up anything from my dad at all?
No, there hasn't been. Like I said, there's been like not at this time. And that doesn't mean anything. It means that the focus that needs to be is about you and about all this stuff. You can, though, you know what you could do? I would really suggest you also doing, no, don't freak out, because this will only make it better. But I highly suggest you doing a cord cutting with your father. It'll strengthen, it'll reset the cord now that he's on the other side. It'll make things so much clearer because you actually have the ability to connect with him on your own. I don't. You do. You definitely do. It can be clearer, and really consider that. Really consider doing a cord cutting for him. It would be a reset than a cord cutting, but it's a really good thing to do.
Spiritually, he was very connected spiritually with me, and he sent me. I stopped trying to have a child, and right before I stopped, I started getting dragonflies going down the window, down the road, just twice, several times. And then when I almost thought I was going to lose him, I had a whole swarm of them come over my head. My dad loved Japan. His parents were in the service. He always wanted to move back there. And then I looked it up and I was like, goosebumps. Had one fall on my shoulder and sat there, and I was talking to it. I know that sounds crazy, but and then I tapped to make sure it was okay, and then it finally flew off. But things.
Yeah, usually, it is actually a Japanese folklore or story. I can't remember how they categorize it, but it is a known thing that when a beloved male member of our family, usually if it's somebody that's within our family, a lot of them will come back as dragonflies, sometimes red dragonflies, but dragonflies nonetheless, because it's just a spirit animal that just coincides with that beautiful.
I never had connections with dragonflies ever, and it was just really weird that now I do,
Yeah.
The night that we found out his dad passed away, we had it was a grasshopper at nighttime trying to come through the window. And I looked that
Wow.
up, and there's a meaning by that. I'm like, wow, I
Yeah.
need to really start focusing more into, myself and my understanding of things, because my husband, he's like, he just doesn't understand how I know certain things. And,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
yeah, good to know.
Well,
I
you're
will check it
built, yeah, you're built to be more receptive and to kind of see things in a different way than a lot of people by that empath
Like
way, by the way that is,
I've asked
and it,
somebody to give me a sign, like, are you okay? A friend of mine committed suicide. They flickered the light next to me. And I was like, okay, thank you for that.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So I know it's
yeah.
crazy, but it is.
No,
Like,
it's
it
not.
is what
No,
it is.
it's not. Yeah,
Yeah.
no. No, it's not crazy at all. It's not. It's the opposite of crazy, actually. It's totally real and totally true and beautiful, and it's the way the universe works. No, nobody ever is done. Nobody ever like
I'm
fully,
thankful.
we just are, the physical body may die, but that person's essence and soul and beingness, it's there, and we can connect to that. And it's a beautiful thing. And
Yeah.
and some of us can just tap into those frequencies easier than others. And then if we can, then we can cultivate those so much better. So you have a really strong, basis for this stuff. It just like there's a lot of this like trapped energy and cords that you have connected to people that need to be, because every cord out is life force out.
It is.
So
And Joey
as
was
you
saying, because it's like
mhm.
it pulls from my heart and my gut and all of it. Like, it's got to
Yep.
go
Yep.
already. Yeah. So I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah.
Thank
And
you.
and just like an umbilical cord, it flows both ways. So it's this constant in and out receiving and go, and it's just wait. And you need that. And we need all the life force we can have, and we need to be really, humanity as a whole, as time goes on, is going to be much more conscious of where we're corded to, and to
Oh,
disconnect those cords and to reset those cords, because how they actually, because it's a thing. We may not see them, they're invisible, but they're absolutely there. And the more, like, once you really start where you'll see, you read the PDF, listen to the practice. That is the protocol, not just to do it, but to listen to it. So any apprehension, you know exactly what's going to happen. You can listen to it first. It's really, really quite beautiful. It involves all sorts of really cool shit. I got to tell you, it's really, really awesome. I channel all of these, so it's not like I made it up. So it just
yeah.
comes through, but it's a really beautiful, beautiful practice. And there's a lot of other ones on there too. I highly suggest, I'm not the only resource, but I am the only resource that I really feel good about endorsing all the way around, because there's other resources like, well, it's pieces of that and pieces of that, but when it comes to really people understanding energy and being an empath and empowering you, and all the things that comes with that, I have a lot of that going on my website, so I invite you to take a look at that. I have if you haven't heard about it, I have this Soul Quest program that just started. I think that'd be awesome for you to take a look at as well. But start with the PDF for cord cutting and listen to that accompanying information, and just, start there. It's a great place to start. Do you have any other questions, my dear?
No, I think I've used up too much of your time. I know there's other
No, that's
people,
okay.
but I
No,
appreciate
that's
it. I'm
okay.
going to check everything out, and I will touch back with you too.
Good. Yeah. Join again. I'm here at least now 2 to 3 times a week live. So we do a rotate thing all the time here. So I'm here if you want to come in and jump in at any time. Okay. It was really nice meeting you, Summer.
Thank you
Congratulations
so
on your
much.
baby and everything that's changing in your life. I know. And there really is. Oh, one more thing I'm being reminded of. There really is just a ton of like I'm really seeing that. Remember how they talked about like this, the big cloud in the card, the big cloud and light and everything. There really, really is. Like there's so much divine light that can come in for you, and I can feel that it might be overwhelming, but just know you are somebody who was, designed to receive, designed to, you know, be a channel for the light. It's a really awesome thing. And, you know, not to overwhelm you or anything,
No, it's
but
not.
it's a really, really beautiful thing. It does come with a lot of abundance, a lot of magic, and there is so much for you to receive. It's there. So that's not going anywhere. So just, you know, kind of take your time, rest up, bulk up, get your life force, and then you'll see it start to come in and come in and come in. And I'm always here. So whenever you know, if you ever need me, you can come here too. It was really nice meeting you,
Nice
sweetheart.
meeting you. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
You're
All right.
welcome. Okay, bye.
Bye.
All right, loves, that was fun. I really enjoyed talking with Summer. Yay. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to help you get off stage if I can. This thing is just not. You can try or I can try.
I do it? Are we off?
Yeah, you could take yourself off stage, and so can I, theoretically.
Lord, I don't know how to do this.
I know. I do know how. It just, there we go. Wait. I think that's for me, not for you. Sorry.
It's okay.
It's just so glitchy. Like I press the thing to try to get, okay, maybe there. Because I can just like remove you from stage and then we
Yeah,
are
you can
fine.
remove me because I don't see where I can do that here.
Okay. Let me
Leave the
actually
show.
send that.
If I leave the show, will that mean I leave you? Is that
Yeah, but
maybe
you
what
can
I
come.
need to do?
Yeah, but you can come right back if you
Okay, that's
want.
what I can do. I'll try that.
Okay, try that. Okay. Oh, no, it wants me to end the show. I'm like, not, I didn't say anything about ending the show. Oh my goodness. No, I don't want it. There she goes. There she's back. There she is. Yay! All right, I'm going to try to get into the chat. It was so nice talking with you, Summer. Congratulations on standing up for your space and your life and your family and doing something difficult. I know it wasn't easy, but you're so supported in making that massive decision for yourself to stand up for yourself and your energy and all that stuff. So you're going to be highly rewarded for that, divinely highly rewarded for that. Because when we invest our in ourselves in any way, when we stand up for ourselves and we, you know, do that for ourselves, we're rewarded for that. Okay. All right, loves. So guess that was it. It's not showing me the whole chat, but thank you all for being here. Whitney, Deborah, Jen, and Jen. I think, I'm not sure if Dawn and Jeanette are still here. Carrie, hello, Carrie. All right, love. So we've done general oracle. I've pulled cards for a couple people. We've gotten some messages. Hopefully whatever came through with everybody else resonates across the board. Again, that website, my website, archangelslove.com. You're going to go over to the more section and down towards the bottom, it says cord cutting PDF. Please download that, read it. It's going to explain all this stuff to you. And I suggest everybody to do that, not just Summer. Because it's one of the most important things that we can do for ourselves. If anybody works with me in my Evolve Now program or in my monthly journeys, soul journeys, and all, whatever the different things are that I do, that is the regimen to do to get on cord cutting and cord resets to begin with, because you need to maximize your life force energy before anything else can happen. Need to clear energy, maximize energy, reestablish, and with every cord cutting, you feel it. You feel it. The stories that I've heard from people after they do cord cutting is really quite magical, and not only what you feel, but how other people behave after you do cord cuts and cord resets, and how it affects them. Even they don't even know that you did anything and they're acting differently, or, you know, for people that are still in your life or whatever. And then even, you know, you could do a cord cut for people that have been gone for a while, and then they'll pop up all of a sudden after you do a cord cutting because they literally miss your energy. then you have to decide, do I communicate with this person? Do I not? Like, everybody has to kind of do different things. But that is something that can happen because the cords, like, it's not cut, it's more like detached and pulled back. And that person will feel that. They won't understand why. So people do tend to come up. They'll text, they'll call, they'll email, like all of a sudden. I've heard that quite a few times. But that is just proof that something changed there. And I swear, if the whole, like, I'll fantasize. I'm like, if the whole world knew about cord cutting and did cord cutting, how different this would be, how different our reality would be. And hopefully someday it's going to be more of a thing. But anyway, please check that out, everybody. Again, the Soul Quest program just started, and is available on my website. It's a soul quest journey. It's to help you connect with yourself on all levels, to connect with your soul, to connect with your guides and guardians, to know the ins and outs of you. There's nothing more important. I was channeled this program and I feel so grateful to have done it. So anyway, there's that. Okay, guys. I guess that's it for tonight. We're going to get into our spirit walk, a channeled guided astral meditation for this full moon. See what comes through for us. We clear energy, we connect, we ground. I can be channeling. Usually it's Gaia, but it can be archangels. It could be ascended masters. It could be galactic beings. I connect with everybody. It's a full-on party up in here, and these spirit walks are designed to bring us the information that we need, if there is anything at this time to bring in, and then but mostly to work with our bodies in whatever way, to astral travel. They're really fun, and I absolutely love them. Sorry, I'm distracted with this cord right here, trying to keep it out of my candle because I tend to randomly light stuff on fire. Nothing ever bad ever happens, but I just need to really be careful that shit stays out of the fire. So anyway, we're gonna do that right now, my loves. So I'm going to come back here. Oh, I don't know why I paused this music earlier, but we're gonna come back to this music. I don't even remember doing that. Oh, I think I was going to try to get into the chat on Fireside online because this wasn't working. Like, I'll press it, it goes up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay. One last time for these cards that came through for the collective, my loves. Balance, spirituality, and practicality. There is such a thing. May not be the easiest thing all the time, but we will find that center for ourselves, balancing spirituality and practicality. We can be really woo and be practical and grounded at the same time. 100%. We don't have to leave ourselves practically. The practical sides of us can work even better, actually, when we're really connected with ourselves spiritually. The practical side, everything about practical living and how life works on the practical side moves so much better when we are really honoring ourselves spiritually and energetically, and really in tune with our bodies and what it's telling us. Our bodies communicate with us, and for the most part, we don't speak its language. We ignore it. We are confused by it and all that stuff, but that's all part of it too. So anyway, and again, have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your dreams. That means nothing is impossible. Don't limit yourself. Use the energies that are coming through to help you illuminate what it is you really want, what your soul really wants. And through that, you can really have anything. Magical, magical life. Expect miracles. That's what I say. Expect miracles. And miracles you shall have and see and experience in your life over and over again. Miracles did not die out. They did not leave. It was miracles she talked about it earlier. Her little boy's her miracle. We have miracles that happen all the time, and miracles are in abundance if you choose to have that be a part of your life. Most definitely. Expect miracles. Expect them. Expect magic. Expect miracles. Expect, angels and unicorns and dragons to be part of your life and for them to show up for you and to be, and they will, they are. They truly are. All right, guys. Okay, I could talk about this shit forever. I really can't. But I'm gonna stop myself. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. In the seated positions, my beauties, thank you so much for being here on the replay or live. Sorry if it got too late for some of you there on the East Coast. You guys are troopers. I love you. Hopefully all the messages and talk that we had come through today helps everybody. I love you all for being here. So we are going to, hopefully you guys can hear the music okay. Turn down the lights wherever you are so it's not so bright. I'm going to turn down my lights too. The darker it is when you do any kind of meditation or whatever when it comes to astral travel and the like, you want to have the least amount of light in your face or coming into your eyeball sockets. So something to cover the eyes would be best. An eye mask, of course, works the very, very best, but tie a big sock around your eyes or use a scarf or something. In the seated position, and let's get into it, loves. Seated position, you can have crystals around you in your hands if you have them, like candles if you have them. That'll help clear the energy around you, make things nice and clear. We're going to be connecting with this Libra full moon that's bringing in balance and love, real energy for going within this month. So first, let's get into our posture. We're going to be in a seated position unless you must and have to be laying down to be more comfortable, but I really suggest being seated. Shoulders back, chin up, chest out, spine straight, hips and pelvis not tilted or going forward or backward in any way. We're going to be connecting with the body, with the energy system, with all of your chakras, your organs, your muscles, your bones, your skin. Really tuning into the body here. Paying attention to how it's sitting, how it's feeling. Again, shoulders back and down, chin up, nice light smile on your face, and breathing in from the nose, slowly and deeply down. Regulating, thinking of that wonderful and beautiful. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Sorry. I am going to go back to this because I know this is better for hearing. Sorry about all that, you guys. I just reminded I still had the earpiece in my ear, and this should be better for listening to me. I sure hope so. We're all connected? Yeah. Okay, perfect. So, thinking about that life force coming in as you breathe through the air, the life force of the element of air, bringing that in. So with your eyes closed, your chin up, chest out, shoulders back, spine straight, opening up with the body to receive and to feel and the energy around you. Allow for your guides and guardians to come in. They're coming in nice and tight. Angels, archangels, ascended masters, crossed over loved ones. They're going to be closest to us now. Might start feeling some pressure, some warmth in and around you, some tingling. Your ears might pop. Your head might start getting warm or tingling, or your heart space. Any different things can be happening. The space around you just becoming like shifting, the energy shifting, allowing for this, that illusion of separation between us and our divine guides and guardians to slip away, to melt away, to disappear. And the reality and the truth is that they're right here with us. They always are. They always have been. Beautiful guardian angel or angels that you may have, your crossed over loved ones. So much love and support coming in, specifically from our crossed over loved ones at this time. Ancestors energy coming in here. And just with your intentions, just send out the vibration with your intention that you're open to receive the love, the guidance, the wisdom, the knowledge, the support, the energy from our ancestors and our crossed over loved ones, whether we knew them in these lifetimes or they're just related to us. Remember, we're also our ancestors through our own reincarnation process, intricate as it may be. Receiving from those aspects is receiving from ourselves in different timelines, incarnations, storylines of our soul and our soul family, and how it's all intertwined. Just open up to that. Really feeling a lot of abundant energy, a lot of gifting, like they're coming through, like almost like in a receiving line, you know, like at a wedding or like a confirmation or something like that, where there's a receiving line of gifts. I see our ancestors and our crossed over loved ones coming in, and we're just like sitting there, we're sitting here, and we're just like, there's this long line of them coming in to give us, to, you know, they're giving us offerings. They're really honoring us. So hold on here. Let me bring in some more. This is really, really cool. Yeah, it's very ceremonial here with this full moon. I think we're tapping into some real timelines and ceremonies of the past that are coming through now with this full moon, this in Aries, in the Aries season here, and this full moon. It's very, when I say ceremonial, it's talking about an ending and a beginning, a confirmation in a different way, a confirmation of where you've been and the growth that you've had, the revelations and journeys you've taken within for yourself that have brought you to where you are. It's being honored. It's being celebrated. There's a real receiving line coming in here. Maybe some of these people you don't know, probably most of them, to be honest with you. They may be coming in clearly. It could just be a figure coming towards you, whatever. But there is definitely a receiving line, and they're coming in one by one, making their way in a really like rhythmic kind of pace until they're right in front of us. And they're giving us something on some level. You may be able to actually see this or see them or see some, you know, kind of form of energy or some symbol or some gift. There's a lot of gold energy here, like literal, like the metal gold. So most of these gifts, I think, have some type of gold element to them. Really rich, wealthy, prosperity, riches, abundance, anything here that's going to help us balance and help us with receiving with abundance, with wealth, with healing the money wound, releasing any karmic ties and vows of poverty or lack, understanding that we have there is a finite amount of time to have those lessons, and we have gone through a lot of those lessons, so many of those lessons, and to be very open to receiving. This is along the lines of that last card that we got for summer. There's so much abundance, so much love, so much prosperity here, wealth, just, you know, a lot of money. Let's just break it down. Money also, just like, it's like receive all this gold, all this wealth that's coming in. It's really very, very, very specific to help us clear out energies that of anything that's going to stand in our way as far as receiving abundance, receiving opportunities, receiving collaborations, unifying with those that are going to help us to better receive, things like that. This can also be an abundance of creative energy as well, that can be prosperous in so many different ways. But this energy coming in here with this full moon is all about, one, connecting to ancestors, crossed over loved ones, the support that we get from our guides and our guardians as far as angelics, our own guardian angels, archangels, to help us clear the air, clear the frequencies, to connect with our soul more so we can receive, so we can raise our frequency to be able to tune in to these vibrations and this guidance, so we're not afraid, so we live in faith instead of in fear, so we don't look for things that, you know, to not work. We see all the ways that things will work. We have faith that things will work out for us exactly as they will, and we allow this beautiful universe and Gaia and our guides and guardians to do everything that needs to be done for us, while we play a part in our co-creation of our experience, of the richness of it. So be in this receiving line. Receive, receive, receive. Let them come in. Let them give to you. Just making this intention to receive from them. You're just, this is beginning the downloads of whatever is to come in the hours, days, weeks, months ahead. So you're not going to get like this massive like download. It's not going to be a pile up of all of this stuff coming in. This is about intention. Intention to receive in this beautiful astral space. And their intention to give. They're giving and you're receiving. And what's going to come from that in the future this is the intention that you're setting for. This is like the invitation. This is this beautiful receiving line. I've never quite seen anything like it, but I dig it. I absolutely love it. I think it's so awesome. And it's a spiral. The way that they're coming in, it's not like a straight line. They're coming in a spiral. To us. It's absolutely beautiful. So think of like the Fibonacci sequence and that beautiful like shell spiral, and how that's coming in. We're at the center of that spiral, and all of this beautiful energy is coming in, and we are there at the end to receive all of this and to maximize this energy, to multiply this energy, this absolutely beautiful, abundant, rich, prosperous energy. So much light, so much divine energy coming through here. You know, a lot of this abundance and energy and gold and all of this represents our spiritual connections, not necessarily like materialistic. Let's be clear here. It's not all about the material. It's about also the spiritual riches. You know, they do go hand in hand. And so tap into that. Just make sure that you're filtering in through that body as well, through that understanding as well. And take a couple deep breaths here as this is starting to come through. It's starting to feel denser here. Just as more, it's like layers coming through, and it's getting a little bit dense. We're kind of coming to the end here of this receiving line, of this intention to receive, the intention of them on that side, those that are connected to us, who have the intention to give to us. There's so much there that we can tap into, and I've honestly never quite seen it like this before. Really, really beautiful. So just let yourself settle in with all of this. And so this scene is starting to transform and fade away a bit. Gaia is now taking us to another place. So stand by. Things might just feel a little shifty here. That receiving line, they're still with us, all of our ancestors and crossed over loved ones. But we're moving to a different place here. So it's starting to come into view. Oh, this is quite beautiful. Okay, so we're at this place is a beautiful sacred place. It is a lake. It's not a humongous lake. It's a relatively small lake, maybe about a mile all the way around. We're at night. We're in the forest. There's trees all around. This lake, beautiful full moon in the sky. It's very pink, by the way. This moon is known as the pink full moon. It is rather pink, but it also shifts to this really beautiful blue too. But the pink is coming through. It's reflecting off of the water. And all around the lake are these fires, these bonfires. So we have the fire element, and it's reflecting off of the water. And then we have the moon. And there's more of a concentration of people at like the south end of the lake, closer to us, but there are people all around. There's a beautiful drumming, really bringing in this music too, drumming and flute music. And everybody is soaking in this energy from the full moon. Lifting arms up directly to the full moon to receive the illumination, the healing, and clearing energies. There's a lot of divine feminine energies coming from the moon, as always. Just waves of light coming in here. And you can almost like see as the waves of light comes in from the moon, everything reacts. The water reacts, the fire reacts, we react. We're feeling those waves of light, of illumination, clear perspective, integrity, authenticity, kindness and love for ourselves, sensitivity, nurturing for ourselves. And Gaia is coming in stronger now. Hello, dear ones. This is Gaia. Happy full moon. Thank you so much for being here with us to receive. I am filtering in energies from the moon at this time, from our dear Luna, our sister. We come to you to remind you to keep yourself clear and full of divine light. This is how you can help yourself and help the ones you love, help each other the most. You cannot truly give what you don't have. This is about receiving, filling up the abundance of having so much extra in every way. So much divine light and wisdom and energy, so much health, so much abundance, so much mental capacity to process, so much creative energy. That the balance and the capacity for your divine feminine and divine masculine aspects are at their maximum, and playing and dancing their beautiful creational dances completely in balance and in flow within you. This is how to maximize yourself and your power. This is how to connect deeply with me, your mother Gaia, all of your guides and guardians. Open yourself up to receiving the guidance from your own magical and beautiful, ever and eternal loving guardian angels. We all work together, your guardian angels and myself. There is a network of guardian angels. We have talked about this before. We all work together. We help you. We give to you exactly what it is that you need. We process that awareness and that knowing of what you need through your own lens and perspective and frequency. This is the only way we can do it. We cannot give you what you are not in resonance with. So raise your frequency to receive of the highest timelines possible. Your ancestors, your crossed over loved ones came to you today to give to you, to show you the intent to be giving to you, and for you to see yourself receiving. Be open to receive. Open yourself up to receive. Don't be scared to receive. You deserve to receive. The essence of my nature is to give and give and give to you, to all of humanity. Please be open to receive. If you can please focus in on the lake and the reflection of the moon and its light and the fire on the lake. Walk up close to the shore, close to where you can see yourself in the water. If you need to step in a few feet, step in a few feet into the lake. I would like you to bend down and see yourself clearly, see your face clearly in the reflection of the water. There's healing energies in this water that would like to come and give to you as well. The healing energies of this moonlit water, of the firelit water. May it cleanse you. May it clear you. May it help you see clearly. See your face in the water. See the essence and the illumination from the moon hit your face, and the fire hit your face. See your face in the water. Look into your eyes, smile at yourself. You are magical. You're truly magical. You are a divine creator. Your soul is infinite and eternal and magical. Look at the reflection of your face and know how many different faces you have had as you've looked at yourself in the water. Open yourself up at this time to connect with yourself on all levels, all incarnations. You, dear one, are living a magical life, one that you have the ability to cross between timelines, lifetimes, the ability to connect with yourself on so many different levels and to receive and maximize yourself and your power and your abilities, to maximize your life force. We are here with you to help you, to guide you. See yourself connecting in these ways. See the reflection and all the light coming in through the fire and from the moonlight, the galactic encodements coming in from our planetary brothers and sisters, your brothers and sisters, the galactics on any and all timelines and in any and all dimensions. Feel the loop of life and love and light coming in from the moonlight, reflecting into the water and absorbing into your skin, into your eyes, receiving these encodements. There's so much to receive today, so much to receive today, so much coming in for you today. Receive, open heart, open mind, open body, open energy. Receive. Nothing is coming in that isn't good, that isn't light, that isn't love. Everything is to give, to give, to give, to maximize your energy, your potential on every level, your potential on every level. Decide here, please, dear ones, that you will work to clear out as much space as you possibly can in the coming hours, days, weeks, and months, so you may receive to the highest potential of your timelines. But you must clear space first. You must go deep within to understand how to clear space, how to change the space, how to change whatever needs to be changed around you, so you have the space to receive. Decide at this point now that you are unafraid to change, unafraid to make space, how you are guided to make space within you and within your space, your sacred space where you live. You will be guided to make changes in various ways to allow for the flow of abundance to come to you. You may need to feel the need to move where you live, to move even or to acquire different furniture in your home, inside or outside, to change quite a lot about your day-to-day function and what space you're in. But know that this is all leading you to receive as much as you possibly can. No limits. Nothing is impossible. The abundance matrix is open and connected and charging and stronger than it's ever been before, dear ones. Please know this. The material matrix is shifting and changing and breaking down and slowly, but also quickly becoming something very different, very different. We will find that what we put value in and what the worth is of everything is going to shift. See that happening and starting with you, your worth, your time, your energy. Precious, 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 precious. Gold, precious you are. Precious your energy, precious your time. Precious everything. Everything about you is precious. See it that way. Precious, valuable, worthy. So much worth there. Everything that is valuable and worth a lot. That is what can come to you. What is worthy, what matches your worthiness, what matches your abundance, what matches your authenticity. So much. Precious, precious you are. See everything connected to you just as precious as you are. Create this energy around you, and you will magnetize everything that is of that same resonance to you. Forming in the water, I would like you to see a handheld mirror coming up to the surface of the water. Another way for you to see your reflection. And you could pick up this this handheld mirror. Pick it up and out of the water. Stand up. You can come out of the water now. You can sit on the shore and look at yourself in this mirror. See the mirror. What is it made out of? What metals? What is on it? Symbols, crystals. Is it gold? Is it silver? Is it both? What does it say? Where does it have your name? Your name is on it. Where is your name? What crystals are there? Everyone's is unique. Everyone's is unique. Please take a look at yours. It's magical. It's a magical, very beautiful gift that we are giving you here today. Your magic mirror. Magic mirror. See yourself clearly. See yourself true in this magic mirror. Take a look. As unique and as precious as you are, connected to your vibration, connected to your soul song. Look inside the mirror. Go inside the mirror. See yourself there from every angle, reflected. No shadow, nothing to hide, no need to hide, seeing yourself clearly from all angles. Magical mirror shows you the truth. It shows you who you are on all levels. This magical mirror will be with you whenever you decide to use it to help you see clearly. What is on and upon and within this magic mirror. Please pay attention. Look at yourself and smile at yourself in the mirror. You know this is true. All the magic afforded to you can come through this reflection of light. Nothing in the way, nothing stopping you on any level. Here to see yourself clearly. So powerful. See the light and the energy coming through, absorbing through the reflection of the mirror, turning to pure light, pure light, pure light in your hands coming through the mirror. You absorbing this light on your face. You can keep your eyes open, activating your third eye, illuminated by the full moon and its energy coming straight through the mirror. Absorbing into your entire beingness. Illuminating, clearing, loving energies filling you up now. You can lay back all the way on the ground, looking up at the moon, holding onto your mirror. You could put the mirror on your chest and feel that energy radiate through the energy of the moon. Your magical mirror on your chest, radiating, connecting. As you look at the beautiful moon, feel the waves of energy coming through to help you balance, to help with your flow and your connections on all levels. I thank you, dear ones, for being with me today. Happy full moon. We are just starting a new adventure with this full moon, a new adventure of discovery for yourself, of love for yourself, a true understanding of who you are and why you are here in this wonderful lifetime here with me once again and all your brothers and sisters. We celebrate you deeply, dearly. I cherish you. I love you. I'm always here with you whenever you need me. Whenever you need me. I love you. I will be with you soon. I am always with you. Call on me whenever you need me. Visit me again and again, consciously. Until next time, dear ones. Goodbye for now. Okay, everybody, Infiniti back here. It's really awesome to connect with and hear from Mother Gaia herself. She gets very passionate and excited as she communicates, so I hope you could feel that. Wonderful gift we were given from the moon and the water and the fire, and of course this wonderful mirror that she gave us. So I hope you can feel that, really tuning into that mirror. Feel free to stay where you are, laying down on the bank of this lake with all of this energy coming through as long as you like. I'm going to keep the music going here for a bit longer so you can absorb all of this wonderful energy for a little bit longer. Take your time as you come out of this. Don't move too quickly. I wish you all a wonderful and beautiful rest of your full moon. I love you all so much. Thanks for being here. It's so wonderful. Love this energy. And I'll see you all again soon.